Alright guys, we got the Pioneer in today. We finally got our Moorhead forward A-arms in. Get these things out so y'all can see them. They are very well built. They come with bushings for the, I don't know what you call them, but they come with bushings for them from garageproducts.com. You can see them right there. Comes with these shock bolts. Here's our lowers, front lowers. But we're gonna get them put on so we can put our 33-inch BKTs on here and make this thing sit up a lot higher. And then after that, we are going to get a Perfect lift kit put on her. Get headlights coming for her soon. They're still on back order, but they will be coming very soon. But let's get this, start taking this thing apart and swapping some parts out. Thought I'd show y'all real quick. But here's our 33 BKTs on some MSA wheels. It's pretty significant height difference. And the stock and 33, you know, they're 25-inch tires versus 33. So, you know, they're completely different. But we got adapters coming for them because these are Can-Am adapters. Well, Can-Am wheels. But as you can see, they're going to be pretty tall. But let's get to changing some parts out real quick. Alright, got the wooden tire off of it. And when you go to change these A-arms out, all you gotta do is take this brake line off, your shock mount, and then, let me see if I can get in here and show you. This nut and the cotter pin, same thing on the bottom there, nut and cotter pin, take it off. And you can just move the whole hub out of the way, set to the side. The only thing I do not like about these A-arms is where the brake line attaches right there, and then right down here on the side. These new Moorhead ones, they don't have any mounting brackets on for the brake line. So, but I might have to take the shock off of this, but let's see here. It's pretty close, but you can see the difference in how far it moves them forward, so you can run bigger tires on them. But I'm gonna start pulling this off, and I'll show y'all step by step how to do it. That way, you know how to do it. But we'll get this thing pulled off and get them changed out. All right. Take the top ball joint nut off, bottom ball joint nut off, and your axle nut and cotter key. Take your hammer, give it a good smacking on the axle, and then I should have brought my tripod for this. Get off your bottom ball joint. You ain't gotta take your axle nut off, but I did, so it can flex out just a little bit. But here's your A-arms. I can go ahead and get them off. There you go, you can see a little better. Go ahead and get them off, and I will show y'all a comparison of them. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these things off. All right guys, got the A-arms off, got them all pulled off. Here you can see the difference in them. They're lined up decently well. So you can see the difference in them, how offset they are, about 3 inches. Same thing with the tops here. Get them lined up about right there, you know. They're about the same, about 3 inches. But I gotta get these ball joints pulled out and press into these ones. Front, top and bottom. Ball joints are good still. But once we get that in, we're gonna throw them in, and hopefully our adapters come in so we can test out our 33s. But I think they'll be here later this afternoon, and I gotta go to work, so we probably won't be able to get that to that today. Should be able to get to it first thing tomorrow morning, get the back swapped out, and then maybe get this front completely done. I'm gonna try to get this one done before I go to work today. And once we get them done, I'll show y'all what they look like on, and I'll show y'all how to put the bushings and the ball joints in. I got a press to push them out. Sometimes you can use a socket, same size, with a hammer. Just try not to beat it up too much, otherwise it'll mushroom and won't come out. But take your snap ring off, push them out, I don't think the bottoms have snap rings. No, they're just press out. Yeah, you just press these out. They go out to the bottom. But, yeah, let's get that done. And then I'll show y'all the finished product on them. Got the ball joint in the top A-arm. Got it moving around pretty good. But, just need to put the bushings in it. Put it in. And then I still got to pull the bottom ball joint out and put her in the A-arm. And then we can throw this side back together and see what she looks like, hopefully. Alright. Got the top one completely done. Got the bushings pushed in. Ball joint in. And the shock on. The shock, you have to pull on it pretty hard. Pull it over and down to get it in. But, I mean, you can already tell how far forward it was because the factory ones are back here. So it's going to make a major change. Alright, got the ball joint in. It is a pain in the butt to get done. But I'm going to go ahead and put these bushes in. Slide them in from the center. And they kind of slide in just a hair bit. And what I've been doing, setting them up like this. Taking a screwdriver, running it down to the top there. On the next one, you can't do that. You'll have to kind of go up from the outside. But take a screwdriver, tap it down just a little bit. Just like that. And I'll show you in a second if I get my phone to stand up. Okay, I got that one in. I couldn't show y'all. I couldn't get my phone to stand up. But I'll show y'all this one if I can hold it. But they literally just tap in. Just like that. Center your middle piece up. Just a little bit. Just like that. Both sides. And then stick her in. Alright guys. I got a little carried away. But I got everything installed. Got all my nuts on for the ball joints. My adapter and axle nut tightened up. Still got to tighten the A-arm bolts up on top and lowers. And then I'll be able to put the wheel and tire on this side. And then we can do this other side. Get it done. And once we do that, we'll have to adjust the tie rods to straighten the wheels up. And I got the rears on too. Got a little carried away. But let's get to it. Alright, well, got a little carried away. And forgot to film some stuff. So we got our got the A-arms in. You can see them there. Top and bottom. Adapters, 33s on. Same thing on this side. Excuse me. But you can see right here on the tie rod right there, you have to adjust them out to get the tires decently straight on it. But it adds a significant amount of ground clearance with 33s. And with the adapters, they stick out further than the rears. So we're going to get some spacers for the rear, make it even. But anyway, we got stuck. The second relocate battery on the front up here, underneath the hood, it went dead, and I found a piece of wire. Let's see, right there, in the bed of this thing when we was riding, and somehow I got the battery to charge with that piece of wire, and it had just enough juice to get us pulled out. But kind of disappointing though that it went dead. I gotta figure that out. But anyways, I love these arms. They're immaculate. They're most easiest thing to change out I've ever done, really. You know, about 2 hours you can have them everything changed out and put on. But it's kind of hard to do that when you're filming and stuff. But she sits up pretty tall. It don't ride bad either. But yeah, I like it. I'm ready for a lift kit and some portals, hopefully here soon. We'll get that done and get some riding videos in. And if for any of y'all wondering, they do not rub. A 33 does not rub with these A-arms. That is full lock right there. And they do not rub. At all. I mean, they are tight, but they don't rub on either side. Heck, I'll even show you. I think it needs some power steering though. Come on, turn it. That's full lock right there. Don't rub at all. And it don't have no gear reduction in it. And it spins them okay. I mean, it's not the best, but it does spin 33s pretty decent. But hopefully we'll get a cage on it too here soon. And get this thing looking right. But anyways, hit that subscribe button and follow along for the build. And see what happens next.